Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm going to be testing Call of Duty Infinite Warfare on the GeForce GTX 950 for FPS monitoring. This time I won't be using cam since it's not working with this game, but don't worry, I notified cam's developers about this, so they are working on a fix. I will do 1080p, 900p and 720p. To skip to any of those sections of the video, check the description below. So yeah, on the 950 it runs much better than the 750 Ti, but that was to be expected, but it was actually very surprising how big the difference is between those cards by just one generation. But yeah, here we can do pretty much medium to high settings on 1080p at 50 to 60 FPS. It depends on the part you are, but when explosions, particles, smoke, all that kind of stuff shows up is when the frame rate drops, but you can lower the shadows and other stuff in order to tweak that a little bit. Then on 900p I could use a little higher settings and I was closer to 60 FPS, but again, you can just lower a couple settings and get 60 FPS more stable. I just show you the worst case scenario, just pushing the card to its limits. And then on 720p it was very easy to hit 60 FPS constant. You can pretty much use high with some stuff cranked up even more, like shadows. Now I'm going to talk about the options menu. So for the options menu we go into the advanced video, and there we have, well, the display adapter, which is which graphics card you have. Then you can choose between full screen borderless, just full screen, or windowed as usual. Then you can use VSync if you want. I suggest turning that off. Then you can choose the resolution and the render resolution, so if you want to super sample or just downscale to another resolution, you can do that. You can do 4K or lower than 1080p. Then on texture options we have the texture resolution that goes from very low to high. If you have a 2GB card, I suggest using normal because high is too demanding for what I could see. Then texture filtering, anisotropic is the anisotropic filtering. We have low, medium or high. It doesn't say if it's 4 times, 8 times or 16 times. Then we have lights and shadow options. We have shadow map resolution, normal, high or extra or auto. So this is a big FPS hit. You might want to play with this setting if you're having low FPS. Then we have shadow caster levels, which affects the number of lights on the scene which the objects receive or are emitted. Then we have cache spot shadows and sun shadows, which will pre-calculate the spot shadows and sun shadows, but it will use a lot of VRAM, so you might want to have a 4GB card or better to use that. Then we have volumetric lighting. It just enables the sunbeam and light beam effects. It's not really that noticeable, and you can get a good FPS boost from this. Then we have ambient occlusion, which is a big FPS hit too. You might want to disable this if you're having low FPS. It seems to be SSAO because this looks like a console port. Then we have particle lightning, low, normal, high or ultra. This is just a lightning of particle effects. I suggest lowering this because on very heavy scenes with smoke and explosions you'll notice the performance difference. Then on post-process options we have depth of field and motion blur. You can enable or disable them as you wish. Then we have anti-aliasing, FXAA and SMAA 1X and T2X. And then we have film grain, which I suggest just turn it off. It's just interfering with the gameplay in my opinion. And finally we have miscellaneous options. We have bullet impacts, which is bullet holes into the surfaces. Tessellation, which adds additional geometry to the scene. If you're having issues, just lower this. Then particle quality, the same as before, but on the particles in general we have normal or high. I suggest keeping this on normal. On very heavy, smoke heavy scenes you'll have problems if you have a low-end card. Then on level of detail we have low, normal, high or ultra. Level of detail is a big FPS hit on this game, so if you're having low FPS you might want to lower this too. On the 750 Ti it was really necessary to lower this to get a good frame rate. And then we have an FOV slider. It goes from 80 degrees to 120, so finally they made a proper FOV slider for a Call of Duty game. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you keep enjoying the video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.
Get up! We gotta move! Sir, they're firing on us! Evacuate the area immediately!
Seth is using our Raiders guns to shoot down the fleet!
I can't
lock!
What is locked? I'm out with this. Throwing
Doorway, to the north!
Keep it going! Understood! On its way, get away!
Multiple contacts! We should be close to the tower now. I don't know, Ethan. I'm all right.
They're shooting civilians! Here, take this! Get up! We gotta move! Sir, they're firing on innocent people!
Sentef is using our Raiders guns to shoot down the fleet.
We have to get to the tower to take back control of the gun! Lay down fire! Eyes on target! Eyes on three! Full clock! Hey, runner! Runner! Hey! Got him! Left side! Runner! Full target!
Moving up, second floor.
On you, Ray. Target! Movement! Got it. Clear! All clear!
Affirmative, all scars. This is 1-1. Do you read?
Communication! SGS breaking for the tower!
They're landing troops.
That's all that matters now. Guns ain't Monday. Here! I got frags off the transport!
Good call.